Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show that everybody's been waiting for. Welcome to Survivor Series War Games. It goes down tonight. We see the first ever War Games match. But to open the show, we started off with World Heavyweight Championship matchup. It's going down here. We go with the entire world saying LA Knight. Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'll run it back for you. It was no mercy, and LA Knight made his statement known to the world champion. And over the last month here in Universe Mode, LA Knight has been doing nothing short of trying to become the best, nothing short of trying to become the man here in Universe Mode. And LA Knight is seeming to be proven to do so bit by bit every single week that he steps foot here inside the wrestling dome known as WrestlePlus. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 2,000 strong, and we have more than that in this arena. The entire world knows what time it is, and the time is now for LA Knight to finally grab that brass ring and run home with it. The last time we've seen LA Knight in an opportunity like this, it was SummerSlam kickoff. It was for the Money in the Bank contract, and we didn't see LA Knight walk out with the win. We've seen him walk out with a matchup with an injury, and that's what led him to this moment right here, to this time right here. But ladies and gentlemen, a man who is definitely not a saint in the eyes of the world, but he's respected because he's a goddamn pillar. He's the man to be, and tonight we don't see shades of the demon, but we see the man who's been running roughshod here in the WWE, and he is sent and sheltered by the godfather of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's heavyweight champion. This is Finn Balor, and tonight is the night that we see Finn Balor step into the ring, and we see if he can prove face. We see if he can prove that he is better than one LA Knight. No matter what or how it's done, the World's Heavyweight Championship has been put on the line, defended, and represented by the Prince himself. We talked about how the Prince has slowly transitioned himself into a king. With this coming of LA Knight, with this new person we've now been seeing in LA Knight, this newfound energy by LA Knight, this newfound just aggression out of nowhere, taking roughshod, making sure the entire WWE knows his name. Is that enough to defeat the Prince here tonight? It's a big question. It's a loaded question. But the big question is, can it be answered here tonight? We are going to find out. Let's do this. It's time for big gold on the line, ladies and gentlemen. And this one is going to be damn good, to say the least. In one corner, you got a man known as LA Knight. And he has been making an enemy of the Judgment Day over the last couple of weeks. And oh man, look at this. You see, watching backstage right now, Alpha Academy, two men who have made themselves very formidable with the Judgment Day after helping LA Knight. The man you just seen there, Chad Gable, was the guy who, earned LA Knight this opportunity to the World's Heavyweight Championship. As we see now, when LA Knight teamed up against Judgment Day, he had a partner, and that partner was Chad Gable. Judgment Day said, hey, if you win that matchup, we'll give you a matchup at Survivor Series, and here we are. But it wasn't LA Knight that got the pinfall. And I'll tell you one thing, it wasn't Finn Balor that got pinned, it was Damian Priest, and he got pinned by one Chad Gable. Gable has kind of snuck his name here in the WWE when it comes down to this picture, this championship picture. But right now, here tonight, as the crowd goes crazy for LA Knight, you can't blame him at the end of the day. But ladies and gentlemen, as the crowd goes crazy, as much as we want to talk about the Chad Gable Alpha Academy factor, tonight is all about LA Knight. And here we go. First time ever World Heavyweight Championship is kicking off Survivor Series War Games. First time ever we are having a Survivor Series here in Universe Mode, and what an episode it is going to be. The aura stuck behind Survivor Series just says it all. Wait a minute, Finn Balor now off the rope and dropping down. Very beautiful work there, dropping down LA Knight there. Not playing any games. And Knight now with a beautiful takedown there. LA Knight with a takedown to Finn Balor. Balor now, ooh, in big trouble here. Big kick there by Finn Balor. Balor now bouncing him right off of the ropes. Referee might get in the way there. No. Ducks under, pops through. Wait a minute, LA Knight might be a sore for, ooh. I was going to say a dangerous Prince here tonight. We haven't seen Finn Balor move that way since, I'd say, King of the Ring back in April. Balor is showing a different side to him here tonight, showing more of a hungry side to him, as he is going to have to show he wants it just as much as LA Knight. LA Knight's shown that he's hungry. He's shown that he's wanted. The big question is, can Finn Balor show how much he wants to retain? And wait a minute, LA Knight to the top rope. Boom! Big axe handle. Big axe handle by LA Knight. Some people call him a perfectionist. I call him a man with a plan, and a man who doesn't have a plan unless he has his mind strategically set on it. And this plan right here was, you gotta think, very strategic by LA Knight, going after Finn Balor after the gruesome war with Randy Orton at Fully Loaded, after battling Bryan Danielson for the last 2 months, then going into No Mercy and having a crazy main event. Ooh, beautiful takedown there. As now we're seeing that Damian Priest factor, as Damian Priest has made sure he came out here with LA Knight here, with Finn Balor here tonight. We've seen the newest member of the Judgment Day be introduced as JD McDonough, and JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio have been doing their thing in the tag team division, losing the Starrcade tag team tournament last Thursday here in Universe Mode, and now they are here in Universe Mode trying to make their name stay for the Judgment Day, but Finn Balor does it damn good, but this is Balor shows up and shows out for the Judgment Day, but he missed that one, a little short off the mark. And oh man, Balor now, this is not looking good for Finn Balor, because LA Knight looking to execute exactly where Balor went wrong. And oh man, again, even though Balor's down, even though Balor's hurt, you see what Damian Priest is doing right there. He's staying a continuing factor, and that right there is what's helped Finn Balor retain so many times in the past. Is that going to be the same case tonight? Big DDT there by Finn Balor. LA Knight down for the count. Is this one going to be it? First pinfall of the matchup too, and no! LA Knight with a kick out, staying alive for the Portland, Oregon crowd here tonight, as this is the first time ever we are seeing Survivor Series here. Nonetheless, first time ever we're having a pay-per-view right here in Oregon. It's damn good. And wait a minute, Finn Balor thought twice about what he wanted to do there. Wait a minute, oh, LA Knight looking to capitalize where Finn Balor went wrong right there. Balor now bringing Knight off of the ropes, and Knight gets a kick right to the midsection now. Finn Balor, wait a minute, looking for a 19, 16. It's over. 1, 2, and no. What? Dramatic, to say the least, but keeping the crowd on their feet. And Finn Balor having a conversation with Damian Priest, asking him what he does now, where he goes from here. But I don't think LA Knight has an answer for Finn Balor, but he might for himself. Knight now, wait a minute, bouncing Finn Balor right off of the ropes. Balor in desperation, Balor in trouble here. And wait a minute, Balor, whoa! Beautiful, beautiful work there by LA Knight, but once again, Damian Priest getting in the way of LA Knight's victory. Or what could be a victory, what could be a new start to a new world champion, a new era here in Universe Mode, the closing of the Judgment Day era. Will it only have lived for that so long? And oh, the assist by Damian Priest. I said it before and I'll say it again, this is how Finn Balor has gotten where he's gotten so many times in the past. This is why Finn Balor is where he is at right now as world champion. But then again, Balor does things like this, things that put men on the map. And Balor is not staying shy from that reputation here at Survivor Series. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. It is a pay-per-view that is a week delayed, but it's bringing all the heat here tonight as we are only minutes into the episode. Balor up and down. Beautiful drop kick by the Prince to retain here tonight, but no! Knight says no! LA Knight came to play here tonight. LA Knight came to do what LA Knight said he was going to do in a big drop kick. Drop kick by the Prince, showing off that desperation. Another cover here by the Prince, and no! LA Knight, I don't know if I want to call it luck. I don't know what I want to call it. But tonight, what I know for damn sure is that LA Knight came to play, but Finn Balor did not come to not give a beating on LA Knight. As we have seen Finn Balor and LA Knight beat each other to a bloody pulp, we've seen Damian Priest being a continuing factor as Damian Priest and LA Knight had a matchup a few weeks ago. Look at this, Knight moving out of the way. And a big punch there by Knight. Knight says, oh. Knight chanting to the crowd, it's over! 1, 2, no! What is going on? How is this happening? Where did these two find it within themselves? I don't know. But what I do know is that this crowd here tonight at Portland, Oregon is fired up. Balor tries to turn the tides. Knight says no. Knight not allowing Balor to do what Balor wanted to do here tonight. Staying on top of the matchup the way he needs to. That is exactly what you want to see by LA Knight, and no! Dropping down Balor again. Say what you want about LA Knight, but he's pushing Finn Balor, but Balor, desperation backstabber. That might be the thing to get the job done here tonight, and he tried to bring Knight back into the ring for a pin, but no. No matter how much Balor is trying here tonight, LA Knight seems like he just has a receipt for everything Balor's thrown at him. All I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, is this is one hell of an episode to start off your month of October. And oh my God. Beautiful, beautiful dropping down there. No. Knight says no, Knight says no, Knight says no. Wait a minute, what are we gonna see here by LA Knight? And dropping him. Dropping him where he stands, dropping him where he needs to be. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the LA Knight way, and LA Knight might have found what he needed to. Dropping him down. Lariat, but the referee distracted off of Damian Priest into the cover. Here we go, no. The distraction by Priest gave Balor what he needed, but oh my God, you see Priest isn't gonna stand for this. Priest telling LA Knight to get in his face, do something to him, but LA Knight saying no. LA Knight saying he's not gonna fall for the shenanigans anymore. Knight might have found what he needed to find. Knight might be that equalizer to the Judgment Day, ladies and gentlemen. And blood for Shama. 1, 2, no. What? I don't even know what to say. Knight in the face of Damian Priest. Knight in the face of Finn Balor as he just hit a beautiful blunt force trauma. Priest trying to get his hands on Knight, but Knight says no. Knight says no. Balor in trouble. Balor says no, though. Balor just needed a little pocket, a little bit of room to breathe, and he found it. And wait a minute, Knight now gets brought down now. Balor bouncing off of the ropes. Beautiful drop kick there. Beautiful, 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 beautiful drop kick there by Finn Balor. Balor doing what Balor said he was going to do here tonight. Showing up and showing out. Shotgun drop kick. Into the cover. 2-0. The story that is being told in this matchup is unfathomable and a coup de grace. He only needs one. Finn Balor brought the fight out of LA Knight. You want to talk about that dog? LA Knight had it all in his chest, but Finn Balor persevered. Balor did the one thing that so many men didn't know Balor was going to be able to do. Balor won the match. How did he do it? Where did he find it in him? I don't know, but what I do know, ladies and gentlemen, is that Finn Balor, if not tonight, if not that No Mercy after defeating the American Dragon, if not after defeating the Viper at Fully Loaded in what started the reign at SummerSlam, defeating the American Nightmare, who is on the level of Finn. Oh my God! What the hell is that? Oh! Balor, wait a minute, Balor's raising his championship. He doesn't realize what's going on. Who the hell is that? And oh my God! Who the hell is this? Balor, wait a minute. Oh! The crowd chanting, holy shit. I'm trying to get a read on those boots there. Oh my God! Spinning back elbow. Who the hell is this masked man? Where the hell is Judgment Day? Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's gonna be the Nightmare Rhea Ripley going one-on-one with the Queen herself, Charlotte Flair. The big question on everybody's mind, especially in the women's division, is who can stop Rhea Ripley? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Queen wants to step up and take the throne for her own. Will she be able to do it? Find out up next. Hey, Cody. Hey, we haven't really talked much since you got in here in the WWE, but I just want to apologize. I want to apologize for everything that Kevin Owens has been doing. I know that this is just weird, but this isn't Kevin, okay? This is not Kevin at all. Kevin is usually a very, very nice, smart... Sammy, what are you doing? I don't care. Alright, I've respected you for years because I respect the wrestler that you are. But I don't respect Kevin. That's not Kevin Owens from Ring of Honor. That's not Kevin Owens that I grew up with. That's not the Kevin Owens I heard about. That man right there has something seriously wrong with him. Because you're right. That's not Kevin. But the Kevin that I knew, the Kevin that you knew, the Kevin that the world knew, he is gone. And I am not going to be sitting here and taking no for an answer any longer. So if you came back here to try to reason with me, if you came back here to try to sit here and make me go easy on Kevin tonight, that's not what's going to happen. I know he's your best friend, but tonight you step aside, Sammy. Tonight you step aside and you let me handle business, because you weren't there all the weeks leading into Starrcade when he was attacking me weeks after weeks after weeks, when I tried to let bygones be bygones, and that was after he put me through a table off of a ladder. So let's not sit here and act like Kevin Owens is a great end-all be-all person, and because he has something wrong within, we have to sit here and cater to it. No. Tonight, I put Kevin Owens down. Tonight, last man standing rings true, and I walk out the last man standing, and afterwards, I do what I should have did after SummerSlam, and I go after my World Heavyweight Championship. If you want to pick up the pieces of Kevin Owens, then that's what you can do, Sammy, but I'm not going to waste any more of my career on him tonight. Tonight is the end. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be an interesting one. We are back out here in Portland, Oregon for Survivor Series War Games, and it is going to be Women's Championship on the line when Charlotte Flair steps up against the Nightmare herself, Rhea Ripley. Now, to say the least, this feud has been one of the most personal that I have seen here in Universe Mode history, because they don't play for no reason. Rhea Ripley has called herself the creator and the definition of brutality. Looking at a woman like this, known as the Queen Charlotte Flair, her father being Ric Flair. This woman has excellence surrounding her, but she's had no easy start up here in the women's division. She wasn't slotted to be the first ever women's champion. She wasn't slotted in the first ever women's championship match. If I'm not mistaken, she wasn't even in the first elimination chamber matchup. Charlotte Flair has scratched and clawed, and the one thing that I can shockingly say about her here in Universe Mode is she has not used her father's name to get somewhere. She has called herself the Queen and said that she was gonna climb the mountain and sit on her throne, and tonight is the night that we can see her survive Rhea Ripley and become the new Women's World Champion. But that is a very, very, very big if, because Rhea Ripley is not going to sit down for anybody. Charlotte Flair tried extending a hand to Rhea Ripley. Charlotte Flair tried to help Rhea Ripley during Rhea Ripley's war on damage control, and then out of nowhere we seen Rhea Ripley do what we always assumed Rhea Ripley would do. Rhea Ripley decided, hey, I am not somebody who teams up with just anybody, and decided to disalign herself with Charlotte Flair. Now we are seeing Charlotte Flair kind of pay for that. We've seen Becky Lynch pay for that over and over and over again, as Charlotte Flair introduced Becky Lynch more to the women's division, trying to, help her out here when it comes down to defeating the Judgment Day, and it had a promise that Rhea Ripley would help, but Ripley was nowhere to be found. Becky tried talking to her, didn't get to her. Rhea Ripley says she aligns herself only with the Judgment Day, and that's what's made this very, very interesting, because Rhea Ripley, you see there, she's with Dom Dom, but usually, sometimes she has been, associating herself with one Liv Morgan. That has been the rumor going around, that Liv Morgan could potentially be a new face here in the WWE for the Judgment Day, as Liv Morgan has battled Rhea Ripley in the past, but Liv Morgan was also the woman that, was sent by Rhea Ripley in the #1 Contenders match a few months back. So I don't know. Things are slowly brewing when it comes to the relationship between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, but now tying in that Charlotte Flair aspect, Flair feeling slighted, Flair feeling like, hey, I tried to help you. I tried to help you in your war against Damage Control, and you decide, hey, I'm going to screw you over. I'm going to not help you when you're getting jumped by, or when I'm getting jumped by Damage Control. It's very, very valid for Charlotte Flair to feel how she feels. It's very, very valid for Charlotte Flair to feel the animosity that she feels within, but what's not valid is how everything's kind of gone about the situation with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. This isn't a good guy, bad guy situation, ladies and gentlemen. There are no heels or faces, there are sides. And Rhea Ripley has always been on the side of the Judgment Day, a team who pulled her out of nothing. She was in random matches, and she in Judgment Day brought her to this height, to Women's World Championship height. She said back on Mayhem a few weeks ago, she is not a two-time Women's World Champion for a reason. She is dominant, and she is passionate, and she is the creator of brutality, and tonight is the night that Charlotte Flair will be introduced to that brutality. Tonight is the night that we will see Charlotte Flair do what Charlotte Flair says she is going to do, and that's get her hands on Rhea Ripley. There are two stories to be played here tonight. The big question is, who is going to walk away with the victory? Survivor Series, if not anything else, has aura behind it, has story behind it. So many people have so many questions on their mind, ladies and gentlemen. Here at WrestlePlus, the only way the question can be answered is inside the squared circle. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing history for the first time ever. Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Let's go! Drop kick out of the corner there by Rhea Ripley. Ripley not playing any games off the start. Ripley off the start, pulling down on Charlotte Flair. Wait a minute, Flair understanding what's happening. Understanding that Charlotte, oh, wait a minute, oh. Charlotte, beautiful head scissors there, knocking her down, tries to get the big boot, but doesn't get all of it, ladies and gentlemen. These are two Goliaths of women going at it. Two big women who are going to beat the absolute shit out of each other in order to make a statement here tonight, as Rhea Ripley is getting the upperhand here. And wait a minute now, Rhea Ripley, up and down goes Flair. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work there by Rhea Ripley. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, when it comes to Rhea Ripley, she has made her namestay here in the WWE as being that creator, that definition, that pure violence when it comes down to brutality. She has made her name on that mark. The big question is, will Charlotte Flair even be able to, scratch close to that? I don't know, but we're going to find out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, Flair goes up and down. Up and down by Flair. Beautiful suplex there, and as Dominic cheers on, Rhea tells him to move out of the way because Rhea goes high risk, high reward. That is what you want to see here from the Queen, and the brutality here tonight. You want to see these two women kill each other. You want to see these two women show you what the championship means to them, as Rhea Ripley has nothing in the tank but violence. Big leg drop there, but moves. You see the urgency here tonight on Rhea Ripley, coming straight out of the gate with that calf kick, and ever since then just kind of taking, I was going to say taking her time, but not taking her time. Usually we see Rhea Ripley dissect her opponents like a vulture, but tonight we're seeing Rhea Ripley kind of just go straight at Charlotte Flair. And wait a minute, Flair! Flair spiking her right on her neck. I don't think Ripley knows where she's at. Big boot. Flair turns it around. That's what you want to see. 2-0. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This is what you paid to see. Early natural selection. 1, 2-0. Flair is angry, but at the same time, did you really expect Ripley to kick out? Oh my goodness, Flair now has Ripley where she wants it. Wait a minute, no. Ripley says no. Ripley now walking Charlotte across the ring this time. This time, make sure she gets her from that electric chair position. Looks to put it away, but no. Kicking out with not only urgency, ladies and gentlemen, but kicking out with a whole lot of something. But I don't think there's gonna be a whole lot of something after this. Riptide. 1, 2-0. What are we seeing? The crowd chanting women's wrestling. This is awesome. Holy shit. We're only our second match in. We're only 2 matches into a 5-match card here tonight. And oh man, it makes you think what's to come. But to live more in the moment, Flair and Ripley have been killing each other here tonight as Flair wants Ripley up and Ripley gets up. Ripley gets up, goes at Flair, and gives her everything she has in a tank. They were booing for Balor, but they seem to love Ripley. Mommy is in Portland, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go. High risk. Very, very high risk. Will it be high reward? It is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Punch, 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 and a chop. That's what you want to see here tonight. And oh, big slap to the chest there. And oh, big knee. Big knee by Flair, or excuse me, by Ripley. Ripley not playing any games with Flair here tonight. To say the least, we've definitely seen Flair play more defense than offense here tonight, but she's had her fair share of offense. And wait a minute, once again, electric chair, but this time inverted. Make sure the face gets all of it. 2 and 3. Rhea Ripley, as dominant as ever. I will say one thing about Charlotte Flair. Flair came to wrestle here tonight. Flair came for a fight here tonight. Charlotte Flair brought a fight out of Rhea Ripley. But one thing remains true, and it's been remaining true for a very long time. Who can beat Rhea Ripley? I don't know. I don't know, and I got a feeling that nobody in the comments will know. All we can do is wait. All we can do is wait to see who's next. But on the big question for Charlotte Flair is how will she handle the backlash? Is that Big Solo? Come on, man. You're too serious right now. It's Survivor Series. It's War Games. Everybody hypes it up. We've been talking about this for months, years, it's felt like. And tonight's the night we finally put down the shield. Tonight's the night we do what we said we were going to do from the start. And we put down the shield. Tonight's the night that we stay and reclaim our place here in the WWE. Listen, Solo, listen, I know Roman's been giving us a little bit of a hard time lately. I know I haven't made it easy either. Listen, what's going on between me and Paul, that'll resume after tonight. But tonight is something that we have been working hard for. Tonight is something that we were sat down. Me, Jimmy, and you. by the ancestors, and we were told to bring Roman in. And tonight all that comes full circle, because not only do we have the tribal chief by our side, but he's regretting ever even joining with those so-called brothers. We brung him home. We brung him home to the NY family. Let's just get it done. Let's put the nail in the coffin, and let's just do what we do best, and that's dominate. Because when we're on the island of relevancy, you only stay relevant by staying on top, and tonight's gonna be no different. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see here, entering the arena, your tribal chief Roman Reigns alongside Paul Heyman as they're gearing up for War Games later on tonight. It's going to be Bloodline and Shield. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's not all. Coming up next, we're going to see the matchup that we haven't seen since the year 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't Ring of Honor. This is the WWE, and at Survivor Series, we are set to see Adam Cole, AJ Styles Intercontinental Championship, and it goes down right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here live in Portland, Oregon, in a matchup dating back from Ring of Honor 2014, and we are finally getting the rematch that the fans have oh so deserved. It's not OC versus Era here tonight. It's Styles versus Cole for the Intercontinental Championship. This is gonna be good. This is going to change what we know about the mid-card division as we know it, because there's been some solid contenders to rise above here in the mid-card division, but after this matchup, it's really gonna show. It's really gonna show. It's really gonna show, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just say that. AJ Styles and Adam Cole, it's a personal one. It's one, to say the least, that I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a little bloody here tonight. These two men hate each other to the absolute fullest. AJ Styles tries shaking the hand of Adam Cole, and what did Cole do? He spit in Styles' face. So what happens tonight? Well, okay, I tell you what happens tonight. Portland is not a fan of Adam Cole. Cole is loved. Cole seems like he's worshipped here in Portland, Oregon. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your Intercontinental Champion. He's the man who single-handedly defeated Austin Theory, the man who has made Friday nights known as Friday Night Cole. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Adam frickin' Cole. This one's gonna be good. This one's gonna be hard-hitting. This one is going to change what we know. I said it for Styles, I'll say it for Cole. Win, lose, or draw for either of these men, wherever they go next, it's gonna change how we look at the mid-card division forever. The fact that this matchup is even happening, the fact that after that bell rings, that this is going to be in the history books as a matchup that we have done here in Universe Mode, a rivalry we have embarked on here in Universe Mode. And the crowd is understanding the importance of this matchup, understanding the importance of what tonight here at Survivor Series means. LA Knight versus Finn Balor, first ever War Games matchup, Intercontinental Championship matchup. Two Goliaths in the women's division just facing each other. It is going down here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, history is made. Coming up next, last man standing between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Tonight is the night that history is made. None to least, tonight is the night that the Intercontinental Championship is put on the line. And it's going to be damn good as Cole raises the title above his head, knowing what's to come next. It's going to be damn good. This one's definitely going to be very interesting, but imagine that gold around the waist of AJ Styles. Styles knows in his heart of hearts that he can beat Adam Cole again. The last time these two men even faced off against each other, it was AJ Styles to defeat Adam Cole. The big question is, will that happen here tonight? I don't know, but we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Both men going for a collar tie, but it seems like it's AJ Styles to get the better hand of it. And wait a minute, AJ Styles now. I'm told that we're going to be having a traditional style to this matchup. We want to have straight, focused in on the action. And wait a minute, beautifully done there. Beautiful arm drag there by AJ Styles. Styles now trying to go for the first cover of the matchup. Quick cover here by Styles, but no. No. Adam Cole not allowing AJ Styles to do what he wants to do there. But Styles with a big DDT. You see the urgency on AJ Styles' face, and you can't blame him. When you look at a guy like AJ Styles, when you look at a guy like Adam Cole, not only are these two men that absolutely hate each other, but these are two men who have gone through absolute war with each other. Two men who have put each other through the utmost hell, especially in this last month here in Universe Mode. AJ Styles at first just came off and tried to give Adam Cole a friendly competition, but it was it was Adam Cole that turned the heat up and Cole was out of the way. It was Adam Cole who reminded us of what happened all those years ago, because we were wondering what made everything so personal out of nowhere for Cole. But Cole felt like Styles only did this because Styles was remembering what happened all those years ago, and Styles was trying to play Adam Cole. But personally, I don't see it. I don't think that AJ Styles, at least now, is the kind of guy that would do that. Styles going into this matchup has been pretty respectable, to say the least, and he has wanted nothing but to do his absolute best here tonight. And wait a minute, Styles gets hit with a bicycle kick there by the Intercontinental Champion there, Gallows. Not impressed with Styles, but Styles kicking out of it. I mean, just imagine if AJ Styles can win this matchup, bring some championship gold to the OC, as the OC were just in the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament Round 1, losing against the Street Profits. They recently, before that, had an opportunity against the Usos for the Tag Team Championships at the Fully Loaded pay-per-view, and one hell of an underrated matchup, I'd definitely say. Regardless, the OC, they've been eating good this year here in Universe Mode, this season in Universe Mode. Season 2 has definitely been an interesting season for the OC, to say the least, and oh man, beautiful work there by AJ Styles. Styles now going to the top rope. Cole in trouble here, and Cole with a, oh my god, heard like something broke there. Styles wanted a frog splash. Cole moved out of the way, but now look at this. Styles now off of the ropes. Beautifully done. Little bit of impact, AJ. That's what you want to see. And Styles now, once again, crushing down on that arm. Adam Cole in trouble. Adam Cole doesn't know where he's at or what's going on. You can't blame him. This matchup is definitely an interesting matchup, to say the least. And look at this now, Cole continuing the run rough shot on AJ Styles here. Second rope goes Cole, and a beautiful spinning back elbow. Those are the things you want to see from Adam Cole, ladies and gentlemen. When you think of a guy like Adam Cole, nothing but professional wrestling steps into the mindset. And that's exactly what we are seeing here tonight. So many words, thoughts, and emotions have got us to this very moment right here tonight at Survivor Series, where history continues to be made. Wait a minute now. Adam Cole, you see, he's showing off a lot of that technical maneuvers that he's so well known to do. And look at this, pulling back on that leg on AJ Styles. And look, Gallows and Anderson, they look worried. And over the last 2 weeks on Mayhem, we've seen Adam Cole and AJ Styles not only feud, but we've seen them introduce the feuding of this whole faction warfare when it comes down to the OC and the Undisputed Era. 2 weeks in a row, from tag team to trios action, we've seen this whole team, these six men go to war, but tonight it's down to 2, and it's down for the Workhorse Championship. No! And oh, big kick there. Styles not looking to surrender to the Intercontinental Champion, but the champion's got too much momentum behind him. Everywhere the champ goes, the crowd follows. Off the ropes goes Cole, ducking down under goes Styles. Beautiful suplex into the cover. 1, 2, and no! Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. AJ Styles came to play. Phenomenal forearm, but missed. Styles missed the forearm. Styles missed the forearm. Slaps to the chest. Big slaps and a big step-up kick. The champ is absolutely staggered here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What an episode we are witnessing. Styles dropping down Cole. Big time takedown by Styles. AJ Styles, the best thing you can do is get that man Adam Cole in the ring, and oh man, he does. Styles not only representing for the bloodline here tonight, but representing, as in his words, for the entire club. And so, this feud has been based off of 2014 madness, but if you want to be technical, these two former leaders of the Bullet Club have had egos on top of egos. Kicks on kicks, it's over, and no! The beginning, but not the end. Cole and Styles are keeping this alive. Styles takes down Cole. Beautiful takedown there by AJ Styles, but no. Adam Cole not allowing AJ Styles to do anything he wanted to do there. Cole calling up AJ Styles to his feet, begging AJ Styles to get to his feet. But if I'm AJ Styles, I'm not biting the bait because Styles doesn't know where he's at. Through the ropes, DDT! This is professional wrestling at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this now, Styles in desperation mode. Styles hurt with nowhere to go because the champion has everything so far. An absolute lock. These are the things we look to see here in the WWE. These are the things we looked to see here. These are the things that people wanted to see for so long. The Intercontinental Championship being in that high priority spot. And Adam Cole was the one to bring that title from obscurity, from, not even being on the show every week, from barely being around. Adam Cole brought the title back to what it once was when it first got introduced here in Universe Mode. Styles has shown up and shown out. And wait a minute, Styles now in the ring. In the ring goes Styles, not wanting to take the bait, not wanting to continue on the attack. But AJ Styles follows through and turns it around big time. If there's one thing I'll say to anybody sitting at home is don't count out the phenomenal one. And look at this now, Styles. Styles fighting away in a big suplex there. Dropping Adam Cole on his back. This is where Cole's going to want to watch out. This is where, yes, there we go, Cole. Holding on to those ropes, using them as leverage, just seeing that everything that AJ Styles is doing to Cole, it definitely means something. It definitely means something. And wait a minute. Styles to the top, Cole down low, nowhere from the goal, crossbody. Man, oh man. Crossbody for the troubles. Styles has that arm locked in and locked into perfection. Styles not playing any games here tonight. And look at this. Look at this. Cole finding a way, punching out of it again. This is what you want to see here by AJ Styles and Adam Cole. This is what we came to see here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And a big kick into the DDT. Man, oh man, if we could slow it down for a second, ladies and gentlemen. We knew War Games was going to come into play over the course of the last 3 to 4 pay-per-views. The namesakes have lived up to them, and tonight it seems to be no difference. War Games still coming in your main event. Up next, we're going to have a last man standing match, the final match between Cody and Owens. But tonight, right now, we're seeing one hell of an Intercontinental Championship match. Cole takes down Styles with what looks like ease. Oh my goodness. So wait a minute now, Styles getting kicked down. Styles now, wait a minute. Beautiful neck breaker there by Cole. Cole with an absolutely picture perfect neck breaker dropping down on AJ Styles. Styles seems like I was gonna say his spine seems shattered, doesn't know where he's at or what's going on, but he's managing to get Adam Cole into the ring, understanding that no matter how much pain he wants to inflict on Adam Cole, at the end of the day, this is a championship match, and the only person that the advantage goes to is Cole. But wait a minute, Styles wanted the Styles Clash, but Cole said no. Cole said no. Cole wants the Shining Wizard, but no. Styles says no. Styles says no. Cole says no. The back and forth that these two men are going through is absolutely insane. The Phenomenal One wants him up. The Phenomenal One wants him up, but I was just about to say, I don't even know if he can reach that height. I don't know if he can go the distance, but he thought twice about it, and that might have costed him. That right there might have costed him big time. Panama Sunrise! Folded like an omelet, scrambled like some eggs, but no! Styles stays in. Styles fights. Styles does the impossible, but Cole fights. Cole putting the pedal on the metal, and he's keeping it going. Cole not allowing that to put it down, understanding that it might not take one to take down the Phenomenal One. It might take two of them. Panama Sunrise. 2, 3. Adam Cole is still your Intercontinental Champion, and he did it the only way he knew how, and that was giving absolutely no mercy. At the end of the day, we are on Survivor Series, and the namesake stands true, because although Adam Cole retained, he survived the Phenomenal One, because this one will forever be one of the most intense Intercontinental Championship feuds I feel I have ever seen in my life. And if you ask me, this is a perfect chapter for the Intercontinental Champion. 2014, he lost against AJ Styles at Ring of Honor Extravaganza 6 2023 Survivor Series War Games right here on Wrestle Plus. He gets the win back, and he does it in style. You see the OC not happy with the WWE Universe as the crowd erupts. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is going to be our first ever last man standing match, and I gotta say, this matchup right here is a matchup that describes it very, very perfectly. These are two former world heavyweight champions, two men who hate each other to the absolute fullest, but I give you guys a little bit of background. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, first time ever. It was WrestleMania Season 1's Rhodes beat Owens, and ever since Owens came back to the WWE after Cody Rhodes lost the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor this year at SummerSlam, Rhodes has just been stuck in a loop with Kevin Owens, as Kevin Owens has been fixated on making Cody Rhodes' life a living hell. Who's gonna walk out last man standing? Find out now. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to waste absolutely no time announcing this 7-week crossover. It is going down November 26th. AEW WWE crossover event. It is going to be one hell of an event, and on our road to become the greatest Universal Channel of all time, we have expanded that much bigger, that much badder. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be damn good. The support from you guys, the subscribers, have been getting taken all over the world, and for that, we are going to be treating you guys with the utmost. The contracts are signed, and the partnership is made tomorrow night on Raw. It is going to be William Regal, Tony Khan, live to kick off a new era of WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm backstage here with Sami Zayn. Now, Sami, the world really wants to know now. Kevin Owens is set to go against Cody Rhodes up next, and how are you feeling about that? I'm gonna be honest with you, Wade. I don't feel the best about it. I mean, I've known Cody for a lot of years now, but everybody knows Kevin Owens is my best friend. At the end of the day, that's always gonna be my best friend, and it puts me in a tough situation to watch out there and go and watch him put his body on the line. It puts me in a tough situation to watch Cody put his body on the line. I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm more lost than anything, but all I can do is sit back and watch, and I hope that after they end it tonight, after they end this chapter, then hopefully somewhere down the road that I can get through to Kevin. I truly don't know what's going on with him, but I hope he can just bury that anger and we can get back to what made him great, to what made him the first WWE champion. We can get him back to being focused. So I don't know, all I gotta say is good luck to the both of them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we see how Sami Zayn feels about this whole mess that is about to erupt. Oh my God. Well, we knew Survivor Series was hot tonight, but I didn't think the hatred would go this far for Kevin. It really shows you the roads that he's had to climb to get here, no pun intended. 6 months of injury, losing the biggest match of his career at WrestleMania, and coming back and stalking the man who took it all away from him, and that man being Cody Rhodes. Ever since Cody Rhodes was nothing but an advertisement, Kevin Owens has had nothing but just straight heat with him. Has been nothing but angry with him, nothing but angry at the namesake, feeling like Cody took everything that he worked for back in season 1. Felt like he worked so hard to get his name to be on top, so hard to put his name into a company that was still much very new. And what happened at the end of the day? At the end of the day, he was the one to fall. He was the one to get injured. So you gotta think he's bitter deep down. Oh man, oh man. As announced on the community page. And yes, Samantha Irvin will be announcing this man, because this man is undeniable. Oh, he came to fight, boys. He came to fight. And here's the big boom, ladies and gentlemen.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
This man right here has made the unfathomable fathomable. This man right here has been the only man to push the first ever World Heavyweight Champion to his limit. Kevin Owens tonight is going to be in store for a fight of his life. It seems like Cody was talking to Styles or Cole backstage because he's feeling the Bullet Club rhythm. This is a Cody that we have never seen here in Universe Mode. And oh man, I can only imagine what Bullet Club Cody is gonna bring to Survivor Series. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here, the man we are seeing in the ring, is no American Nightmare. This was one of the most egotistical leaders of the Bullet Club. That is who we are seeing Kevin Owens go against. It seems like Cody had to tap into something different. He had to be something different in order to take down Cody Rhodes here tonight. But wait a minute, Cody now getting picked up and dropped down. Kevin Owens trying to make quick and early work of Cody Rhodes here tonight. And I mean, hey, a part of me can't even blame him. When it comes to a guy like Kevin Owens, and oh my God, vicious suplex into the corner by Kevin Owens. When it comes to a guy like Kevin Owens, he's relentless. He doesn't play any games with anybody he steps into the ring with. And if you ask me, he makes sure he gets the job done, and he goes overboard. Cody goes for a drop, but Owens ducks. And oh man, Kevin looking to make this one a little more personal before it even gets started. Oh my God. Brings Cody right into the steel steps. Kevin Owens is not playing any games here tonight with Cody Rhodes. I mean, a part of me wants to say I don't blame him. A part of me wants to say I understand, but even Sami Zayn is... Oh! You Seen him all throughout the night, making his rounds here. Big senton there by Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn trying to be that voice of reason for Kevin Owens, where it seems like Owens can't really do that for himself right now, but Cody said he didn't want to hear it. Cody said tonight is the night that he does what he has to do, and then he moves on to reclaim his World Heavyweight Championship. Listen, all I gotta say is coming up December 11th, we got a Raw anniversary show, and I have no doubt that Cody's name wants to be in the hat. Big super kick by Owens. As announced over the commercial break, starting next episode of Universe Mode, a 7-week crossover leading into our next big pay-per-view, Clash of the Champions, as AEW and WWE has now had a beautiful crossover, and oh my god. Owens throwing Cody Rhodes, and wait a minute, Rhodes now in trouble. Rhodes now in trouble, but Rhodes looking to turn it around. Rhodes looking to turn it around now, wait a minute. Cross jacket into DDT. Cross jacket suplex into the DDT. That is what you want to see. And wait a minute, Kevin trying to fight back, but Cody saying no. Cody not allowing it. No matter where or how Kevin wants to do it, Cody says no. And a backbreaker by Rhodes. Big backbreaker by Rhodes. You gotta only think that these two men aren't going into this matchup more than 100%. As Cody now stalks Kevin. Referee trying to figure out what was going on there. Big suplex. Oh my goodness. I said it before, I'll say it again. Are you entertained? This is the fight, the brutality that we knew was coming. And oh man, Cody now trying to make Kevin tap. Trying to make Kevin tap any way he can, but Kevin, none of it matters. None of it matters. It's last man standing. Owens pushes him over. Owens pushes him over, and the crowd is absolutely ecstatic for this one here tonight as Cody brings him right back into the ring, and this one's going to heat up, and oh man. Cody, wait, there has to be another way. There has to be another way we can do this. You guys are tearing each other apart out here, and I cannot watch you kill my best friend. I can't do it, Cody. Please, there has to be another way, please. Oh man, Cody getting back into the ring, understanding that he can't pay attention to what was just being said. Understanding that at the end of the day, this is what matters the most. This match right here is the matchup to matter, but as Kevin Owens is down for the count, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Zayn stares on at Cody, saying to him, what did you do? What did you do? But Cody knew. Cody and Sami knew going into this matchup that Owens had to be put down. And Cody looks to do that as Sami went back to the backstage area. Cody! If not almost ending the career all over again. If I'm Kevin Owens' best friend, I'd be worried about this too. Kevin Owens pushed Cody to a limit that I don't think Owens even knew was coming. Sami tried. Sami tried, but at what cost? At what cost? Because Owens doesn't know where he's at, but he gets back up to his feet on the count of 8 and Rhodes! Crossroads by Cody Rhodes! Whether you wanted to admit it or not, Sami, this is how it always had to end. Cody Rhodes, if nothing less, is calling his shot as Kevin Owens is down and out. And I don't know if you can hear Cody over this loud Portland, Oregon crowd, but Cody said simply, listen, Sami, you knew what was coming tonight. And Cody did what Cody said he was going to do. Cody managed to survive Kevin Owens. Cody just closed the chapter of the Owens and Rhodes saga here in Universe Mode. If you ask me, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a chapter closed for so many. Oh man, what is next for the American Nightmare? What is next for Cody Rhodes? Well, I'll tell you, because he said it backstage. After he put down Kevin, he was going after the World Heavyweight Championship. And if you ask me, Cody seems as focused as ever to get the job done. I don't know who the hell that was earlier tonight, but shit's gonna change around here, alright? They don't call us the Judgment Day for no reason. We're bringing things back to how they were in Season 1, and Judgment Day's locking it down, and tomorrow night, we're gonna start locking it down. I'm gonna go one-on-one with Otis. I'm gonna beat Otis. And I'm gonna bring Alpha Academy to their knees, and they will face their Judgment Day. As for you two will be on the hunt. On the hunt for the masked man who dared attack our leader, the world's heavyweight champion Finn Balor. I am done taking orders. I am done playing games. Now we do what we do best, and that's dominate. Rhea retained, and that's what we do. Rhea Ripley showed off exactly what Judgment Day means, and I expect to see the same from you guys, because what you guys did not make Finn Balor very happy, losing the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament. So now you get a chance to regain yourself in the good graces of Finn Balor, and that's by finding his attacker. Figure it out. Judgment Day has a very, very busy week. Let's get it done. Oh man. Are you ready for history to be made? I think you are. Let me tell you how this goes. Two teams will be contained in separate cages with one member of each team starting the matchup as confirmed on WrestlePlus. Those two members will be Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns. At regular intervals, we will be getting each team being released into the matchup. The first member that enters this matchup will have the advantage team once all members have entered War Games that officially begins. And last but not least, War Games can only be won by pinfall or submission. This one is gonna be damn good. A man who went from being nothing more than a muscle of the Shield steps into Portland, Oregon to close one of the most important chapters in Bloodline history. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your tribal chief, and if I was you, I'd acknowledge him. It's Roman Reigns. Roman is here for one reason, and one reason only. And that is to walk away with the win tonight. Going into this matchup, Roman has to have it in his mindset that he is going to be in the ring, even starting off this matchup in the ring with a man who has 2 victories over him. Tonight is it. Tonight is absolutely it for the Bloodline and the Shield. This rivalry that's been going on since WrestleMania Season 1, or towards the end of WrestleMania Season 1, right to start us off of our new season. They have been a rival since March, and finally, after 6, almost 7 months, we are finally at the point where this is coming to an end. And an end it shall be. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be damn good, because look at this. Roman is in. Roman is ready to go to war. Roman knows what comes to going to war. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't the Death Rider we're used to. This is a wild thing. And how fitting can it be for War Games? We got a couple of fans that know their wild thing here tonight. And tonight, Moxley and Reigns step into war. No extra entrance is needed. Solo and the Usos are inside the steel structure, ready for war. On the other side of things, you have the man himself, Seth Rollins, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli. They're all in the other cage. And we are ready for war. Let's do this. Reigns and Moxley here tonight, and oh man, these two men haven't, I'd be lying if I said shared the ring, but these two men haven't been in the ring in an actual matchup capacity since No Mercy, and oh man, Moxley popping up Roman and knocking him down. Roman knows what a Death Rider feels like just as much as Moxley knows just how much a Superman punch hurt. These two men are kindred souls. They have had a rivalry through all of the great wars that we have seen here in Universe Mode, and I said it before and I say it again, when it comes to these two men, they seem to be the most men that hate each other. Oh my god. Man, oh man. This one's gonna heat up, and look at this. Both men have nothing but smack to talk to each other because they know how much hatred they have in their hearts when it comes to each other. They know how personal this matchup is, and as you see on the other side of the ring, you see Solo and the Usos standing on one side, ready for anything, ready for that cage to open. Man, oh man, as Moxley and Reigns fighting away in the ring. Nice takedown there by Moxley, and you see on the other side here, Claudio, Bryan, and Rollins ready to shaking off the cobwebs. I mean, for all of these men, for all 8 men here tonight, this is going to be absolute war, and war worth giving the name, as we are going to be getting our first member, as we all know. Oh my god, nicely done there. As we all, oh my god, this is going to be interesting. Bryan Danielson now entering, as we know the Shield had the advantage ever since Moxley won back at No Mercy, having 2 wins over, or having two wins over Roman Reigns. That right there definitely gets you an advantage in War Games, and that's where the Shield have their advantage here. Now, what makes this very interesting right here, having, you know, Moxley and Bryan in the ring, is these are 2 men who have been, you know, they have been kind of going through a little bit of a back and forth over the last couple of months. There's been a lot of war going on when it comes down to the Shield and the Bloodline. But wait a minute now, Roman trying to knock off Moxley. Does it good, and now you see Bryan taking his time before he goes after Roman, picking him up, and now looking to drop him down. Beautiful work, dropping him on his neck. Man, I mean, Moxley's big thing here tonight. Wait a minute now, Moxley tries to get him, but Reigns gets Irish whipped into the middle and goes to the other side of the ring. You can definitely see that both Moxley and Bryan want to get their hands on Roman. It was Moxley that was more fixated on this whole matchup to begin with. Moxley felt like Bryan was going out of his way, doing a lot of side quests, and oh man, you see Moxley getting annoyed a little bit with Bryan, as it was Moxley who tried to go off of the rope, missed his maneuver because of Bryan, and now Bryan tried to do the same thing, and now Bryan trying to make quick work of Roman, trying to pull the arm apart. It seems like both men are not giving themselves a minute to breathe. And oh man, here we go. Who's stepping in next? Who's coming in next? It's Jay! It's main event Jay Uso. Jay's coming in to help big old cousin, and this is what you want to see. What makes this one interesting, to say the least, is Roman and Jay, they haven't been beefing, but Jay feels like Paul Heyman might have slighted them. Jay feels like Paul Heyman has been in cahoots with the Shield after last week's pay-per-view Starrcade, which is now public for everybody to watch here on the channel, so if you missed it, definitely go check it out. Man, oh man, and wait a minute now, Roman, once again getting taken down. Jay trying to get back up to his feet. At the match that we are seeing right now, things are even. Things are finally even, so now we can finally get a feel of what we want to see. And wait a minute, Moxley and Jay now. Jay getting hung up on the ropes. Bryan knocking down Reigns, and you see right there, Moxley wants to keep his hands on Roman Reigns, and Moxley was thinking about going high risk, high reward, but then thought twice about it. Reigns is getting absolute mugged here tonight. Not looking good for Roman Reigns, as Jay trying to shake off the cobwebs and takes on the American Dragon. That's a mix-up I never thought I'd see. Bryan Danielson and Jay Uso getting their hands on each other. And wait a minute now, Bryan Danielson with a huge Irish whip now, ducking down under. Jay popping over, and a beautiful arm drag there by Danielson. Danielson has had a course of up and downs over the last couple of months here in Universe Mode, trying to go after the World Heavyweight Championship, going after the Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam, you know, getting put into the Shield to begin with, making his debut back at Unforgiven. Bryan Danielson is at a war when it comes to him, but wait a minute now, the Superman of the Shield is here, Claudio Castagnoli. And we've seen Castagnoli and Reigns go to war last Monday on Raw. Whoa! Moxley went high risk, but got no reward. And oh man, Claudio knows how to get the crowd to their feet, because Claudio's making War Games warm, and he's bringing in weapons. Oh, man, he's not stopping at a table. I thought he was just going to bring in one table and make this interesting. I see a table, a chair, and now he's going back for more. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Danielson getting sit out on top of that table there by Jey Uso, and Jey now looking to take advantage of some of the weapons that Claudio's bringing into the ring. A second table is being introduced now, as we're seeing Bryan Danielson laid out and hurt. You can't blame him for being so. Like I said, Danielson and Moxley, I would say those are the two guys who would be the most hurt going into this matchup. And now we're seeing Reigns and Moxley feud on, fight on. And now, oh man, Reigns takes down Mox. But now Claudio going after Roman. I mean, obviously Claudio's going to help Moxley. That's his tag partner. That's his Shield brother right there. And oh my God, beautifully done there. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, thinking about it from this angle, it was Claudio Castagnoli. Oh man, Castagnoli tries to go for an elbow drop and missed. Who is going to be entering from the side of the on the side of the bloodline? Will it be Jimmy or Solo? And oh man, Big Brother Jimmy's in the ring. And he is here to save house. And oh man, he's having the same type of time that Claudio's on. I see a sledgehammer, nicely done there by Jimmy. And Jimmy seeing that they got an arsenal of weapons in the ring. And oh man, I think he got into the ring because he's seeing what was happening right there. He's seen Bryan Danielson attacking his brother with a steel chair. And oh my God, we knew this war was going to be war over the last couple of months, but we didn't think for a solitary second that it would ever lead to this. And Danielson now tries to go for an elbow drop to Reigns, but Claudio gets him up. I was trying to mention earlier tonight, Claudio and Reigns have Claudio has a bit of a score to settle with Roman Reigns, as Reigns beat Claudio this past Monday when they battled inside a steel structure to get gear up for War Games. And oh my God, beautifully done there by Moxley, knocking down Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's in big trouble here. I don't think Jimmy's ever been in the ring with the Death Rider John Moxley before, as Moxley and Jey have definitely been in the ring and tangled it up before. And oh man, Moxley almost got spiked with that chair. But you see Moxley taking care of both twins here tonight, as it's Claudio and Danielson working on the Tribal Chief. The Shield are looking damn good here tonight. Swift suplex there by Danielson. Man, oh man, this is something, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think we'd see this level. And who's next for War Games, ladies and gentlemen? Who is next but not the final member? It is the man himself, the man with the plan, the architect, ladies and gentlemen. It's Seth frickin' Rollins. And oh man, Rollins keeping up the continuing, I guess we'll call it a tradition of some sorts. And oh man, wait a minute now, Jimmy with the sledgehammer tries to go after that knee that was just taken out right there. And oh my God, wait a minute, look at this now, Jimmy dropping down Moxley absolutely beautifully. And now you see on the other side of things, Rollins in the ring and he's hyping up the crowd. Can you blame him? I mean, can you blame him? And oh man, beautiful takedown there by Moxley, working on Jimmy Uso. Meanwhile, on the outside, Jey gets brought into the corner. Claudio Castagnoli working on Jey, which means it's Danielson and Rollins that's working on Roman. Roman has had the worst luck in this matchup. Rollins bringing the chair to the other side of the ring. 3, 2, 1. And ladies and gentlemen, now War Games can officially begin. Oh, it's Big Solo, and the Enforcer came to play. We know Solo's role here in Universe Mode is being on the side of the Tribal Chief. And now, War Games has officially begun. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Referee. Oh, man. This is awesome chants by the crowd. The Enforcer, the Bloodline getting taken down by the Superman. And now a steel chair being awakened, being seen in his presence. I missed who went through the table. There's so much chaos is happening all throughout the matchup. Danielson getting tossed over. That's different. Oh my goodness. I'd argue that none of these men are going to be sane after this matchup, but Rollins to the top and missed. Oh, Rollins scaring me a bit there, missed, but he seems to be okay. And now Rollins and Jey working on each other. This one was a long time back and forth for a while too. During the time that the Usos were trying to get the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns to come to the side of the Bloodline, and it was Roman in the Shield. And oh man, sledgehammer there to the Architect. You can't blame Seth Rollins for keeping that Shield, padding on. It's definitely going to help out when it comes to War Games. And now, wait a minute, Solo looks to drop down Danielson as Roman just got brought up and down for a big suplex. Meanwhile, I'm just seeing what's going on this side of things. Jimmy going to the other side of the ring. Rollins is up. It's Rollins splashes Jimmy from the top. This is awesome chants are definitely worth it, as we are seeing one hell of a War Games here tonight. We have Rollins and Jimmy working on each other on one side of the ring, and we have an absolute collision course between the Bloodline and the NOI family. Roman almost ate that pin, and if you ask me, I don't know if he was going to be able to kick out of it. Roman's been taking the brunt of the attack this whole match. And Jimmy kicks out there. You see the Shield now looking like they want to end things early here tonight. And now Roman finally getting his hands back in this matchup. The guillotine is locked in here by Roman. Guillotine's locked in, but wait a minute. Rollins breaks it up, but now, wait a minute. Jimmy now spiking down that sledgehammer there. Jimmy now has Rollins up to his feet. Rollins now in big trouble here by Jimmy. Rollins about to get put through that table, but no. Rollins saying no. Rollins fighting out of it. Rollins seeing what's going on. Big X Factor to Roman. The Tribal Chief and Jimmy Uso having a bit of trouble here. And meanwhile, on this side of the ring, oh my God, Jay's head just got spiked into that broken piece of wood. Ladies and gentlemen, war is exactly what was promised here tonight. And if you ask me, it's exactly what's being given. This is an absolute insane matchup. And wait a minute, Claudio on the further side of the ring with a gut-wrench suplex to Solo Sikoa. It's not looking good for Solo, to say the least. And wait a minute, oh my God. Big spike there with the chair by Bryan Danielson. Meanwhile, so what started it all, it's Moxley and frickin' Roman, and now Roman getting taken down with a beautiful, beautiful neck breaker. And now, wait a minute, Moxley. We talk about high risk, high reward. Jimmy just missed out. Moxley up top. What's gonna happen here? Splash! Gets the splash to Roman. Oh man, no. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome," but you definitely can tell. I don't know if it was worth it. I mean, if I sit back and if you ask Moxley, if you ask Roman, I don't know. I do not know if this was worth it, because now Moxley is taking the brunt of the attack. You see, focusing on this side of things. Big Solo working on Bryan Danielson. The Usos pumped up. I mean, come on, it don't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen, as we are on an exact course of where we need to be. The WWE hasn't been in a more prime position. Solo Sikoa spiking down Danielson. Danielson rocked in trouble. Solo Irish whipping Danielson. Big splash there, but missed. Big splash, but missed by Danielson. Danielson now lining up him, but no. Both of these men are back and forth. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Moxley with a big clothesline. Now into the cover. Is this one going to be it here? Is he going to put it away? But no. Oh my God, he almost put Solo away, as there are bodies everywhere. And wait a minute, but Psycho Knee! They don't realize what's going on. And wait a minute, what? Danielson stole the win. Danielson won for the Shield. The Shield just beat the Bloodline in War Games. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Solo Sikoa just got pinned by Bryan Danielson. As the Shield celebrate, Moxley realizing what's going on. This was going to be the biggest win of Moxley's career. And Bryan knew exactly how much it meant for them. And Bryan got the job done. And Moxley looks in proud efforts. If you ask me, after tonight, the Shield, there are no cracks. But ladies and gentlemen, starting next episode of Universe Mode, MJF, Christian Cage, Saraya, Rey Fenix, they all clash with the likes of LA Knight, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor. The crossover is going down. Next episode of Universe Mode, we are invading Jacksonville, Florida, because Santos Escobar is going to be going one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles. That's not all. After tonight's little backstage incident, we are going to be seeing Becky Lynch put her money where her mouth is as she goes one-on-one with the Nightmare Rhea Ripley. And oh man, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we're gonna have Sami Zayn say exactly what was on his mind tonight as he almost screwed Cody Rhodes over. And we are gonna be getting the invasion kick-starting, ladies and gentlemen, Jacksonville. It's gonna be damn good. And I can now announce for our main event, it's gonna be Intercontinental Championship on the line. Eddie Kingston versus Adam Cole. We're gonna be having Kingston for the first time, and we're gonna treat this AEW talent like a damn good one, because he's gonna be stepping into the ring with one of the men who are one of the pillars here in Universe Mode, known as Adam Cole. It's gonna be a damn good one. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to apologize for coming with this episode so very late, but I hope it was worth it. It wasn't a long one, but trust me, I would argue that it was a damn good one. War Games is officially in the books. The Bloodline and Shield are done and over with. Styles and Cole are done and over with. After tonight is a new chapter of Universe Mode as we know it, and it's gonna be damn good. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.